Okay, welcome to part 3 in our series of energy videos. And in parts 1 and 2, we talked about the two basic types or categories of energy. In this one, we're going to talk about the 6 more specific types of energy. And we'll just start off with number 1 in the list. We'll say that we'll start with thermal energy. And thermal energy is just heat energy, and this is caused by the movement of molecules. Okay, and you know from science that when something is heated up, um, the molecules move at a very rapid pace, and then those molecules make other molecules move, and it conducts that way. The next one is chemical energy, and this is from the breakdown of molecules. And what happens here is if we have, let's say we eat something, and have some sugar or something, I don't know, this can break down some carbohydrates, and we have this huge molecular structure with all these carbon atoms attached to all these hydrogen atoms. And it's too much for me to draw right now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe oxygen. I forget if that's a double bond or not. So we have all of these bonds. And when we break down these molecules, these huge chains of molecules, all of these bonds releases energy. All of these lines, right? All of these bonds that connect the atoms together releases a lot of energy. Okay, and that is what chemical energy is. All right, so thermal, chemical, and then number 3 is going to be electrical. And electrical is just the movement of electrons. And that's all electricity is when these little electrons go from one place to another. It's a flow of electrons traveling in one path. That is electricity, and we're all familiar with electricity. All right, the next one is going to be, I think, number 4, right? Number 4, sound. And sound energy, I mean, we know what sound is. It's caused by the vibrations of molecules. And so when I speak, my vocal cords vibrate. It vibrates the air, touching it, and the air travels down with vibrations like dominoes, and it reaches your ear, and your ear senses the vibrations, and you can hear the sound. And then 5 is light energy. Also could be called electromagnetic energy, and this is all of the different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum that I hope that you're a little bit familiar with from maybe 6th grade. Electromagnetic energy is not just visible light. It's important to remember that light energy, in our sense of the word, also includes X-rays, gamma rays that made the Hulk, microwaves, and then just regular old visible light. Okay, visible light. We'll just say light. Okay, so light energy is not just visible light, but it's everything in the electromagnetic spectrum: X-rays, gamma rays, microwaves, and visible light, and some others as well. I don't know off the top of my head. All right, 6, last one, nuclear energy. And nuclear energy is formed from the breaking of a nucleus of an atom. And if you recall, we talked about chemical energy being the breakdown of molecules. Excuse me. Sorry about that. The phone rang. I think that's the first time that's happened. All right, where were we? I think I was saying how. Oops. See, I'm all confused now. How the breakdown of molecules is forms chemical energy. Well, the breakdown of the nucleus forms nuclear energy. So the nucleus of an atom is really tightly held together. And when we're able to break up that nucleus, it releases tons and tons of energy. And that is, a real simple explanation of what nuclear energy is. And, nuclear energy is the source of energy for the atomic bomb. And that's supposed to be my atomic bomb mushroom cloud, if you're not familiar. Something like that, I guess. All right, so in review, we have our 6 types of energy. Thermal, which is just heat, movement of molecules. Chemical is the breakdown of molecules. And I give you this example of breaking down a piece of sugar, or just food in general, just breaking that down. 3 is electrical energy, is the movement of electrons. And then 4, sound energy, vibration of molecules. Light energy, important to remember that it's the entire electromagnetic spectrum: X-rays, microwaves, visible light, infrared rays as well. Anything on the electromagnetic spectrum. And then also nuclear energy is the breaking down of the nucleus, either fission or fusion when we get to it. And that creates an enormous amount of energy. All right, so there are the 6 types. I know this is kind of a long one. Thanks for hanging in there.